Do you usually do anime first or manga first? It depends. Most of the time anime first. And then I'll read the manga if I like the anime enough. Like Solo Leveling is a great example of that. No, actually that's not true. I read Solo Leveling, the manhwa, 3 times. And then I read the light novel. And then I read the manhwa again when I heard the anime was being announced. And then after I finished the anime, I read the manhwa again. I think I've read Solo Leveling about 8 times. You really love it? I just like power fantasies, dude. I think it's why I'm so passionate about the anime. Because, like, genuinely, I feel like one of the biggest things that people always say about Solo Leveling is like, do you remember anybody's name besides like Sung Jin Woo? Low key, I get where you're coming from. The problem I have with that take is that I have read a lot of manhwa. I've read a lot of them, and I'm gonna be so real with you, dog. I never remember any of these motherfuckers' names. I literally remember nobody's name. The only names I remember are if their name is a title or if like they're the main character or like a love interest that like appears constantly. I have read quite a few of them. And you want to know why I don't remember anybody's name? It's because they're in fucking Korean, dude. No shade to Koreans. No shade to Koreans or the Korean language. I think the Korean language is so pretty. But like, I don't remember any of their names. I just don't, bro. I have watched, like, it's not like it's a lot of Korean dramas, but like, I've watched a few of them now. I don't even remember these motherfuckers' names. I've literally watched them with friends. We'll get back together and catch up on the show. And then they're just like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, oh yeah, what happened again? Can you recap me? They're just like, okay, so basically, this guy cheated on this guy. And I'm like, wait, who's that again? And they're just like, that's literally the main character. And I'm like, oh, my bad. Okay, so tell me more. It's like, yeah, so her boyfriend, what was her boyfriend's name again? It was this. Okay, all right, fantastic. And then her best friend is trying to get at her man, even though she has a boyfriend. And what's her friend's boyfriend's name? I don't remember them bitches' names. I don't remember nobody's names. You want to know why I don't remember them? It's because they're in fucking Korean, dude. That's why I don't remember them. It's not because their story arcs aren't compelling. It's not because I don't find the story interesting. It's not because like I'm not paying attention to them and I don't care about them. I don't remember their names, dog. I'm not as familiar with Korean as a language, whereas like with like anime, the Japanese language is a language that I grew up with. Even if I don't speak it or like don't really know it like ins and outs, I grew up like with Dragon Ball Z and with Naruto and with, you know, like, what is it? One Piece and Shaman King and like things like that. So I'm familiar with those names. If I had that experience with Korean shows or Korean animation, perhaps things would be different. Is it the same for you with Japanese names? Not at all. I remember Japanese names like the back of my fucking hand, bro. With Korean shows, with Korean like content, I don't be remembering these bitches' names, bro. I have read The Breaker 3 times. I'm talking the first like Breaker, like this is like a series that has like 200 chapters. And then The Breaker New Waves is another like 200 to 300 chapters. I have read both of those 3 times. I can tell you one motherfucker's name, and that is Gu Moonryong. And I don't even think that's how you say it. Gu Moonryong is the Nine Arts Dragon. Pretty much the guy that teaches the main character everything that he knows in the first show. And you wanna know something crazy? I don't remember the main character's name, but I can tell you the story. I can tell you all their character arcs. I can tell you what fucking happened. I can tell you all that, but I can't remember I can't remember these bitches' names to save my fucking life, bro. I can't remember any of their names. Literally nobody. Literally nobody. I find it silly when people go like, can you remember anybody's name but Sung Jin Woo? It's like, no, bitch. I can't. So that means they aren't compelling. Nah, dog. I could tell you about the leader of the Hunters Guild. I could tell you about the president. I could tell you about his whole thing. He's literally an old man that is an S rank that wants to get back into the battlefield, and he is inspired by Sung Jin Woo, and he really wishes that he was younger so that he could fight alongside Sung Jin Woo. So he at first was disappointed when Sung Jin Woo did not want to join the Hunters Guild because he thought, oh man, maybe he's just in it for the money. But then when he found out that Hunter Sung wanted to just be in the fight so that he could eventually, you know, gain fame and power, but also the ability to find a way to like wake his mom up from the eternal sleep that she's in. I can tell you that, but do I remember the president's name? Guess what? No, I fucking can't. I do not. I can tell you everything. I don't remember their names though.